Well, this has been a day. Got up super early this morning, take care of some business. I had a dental appointment scheduled for today in Winslow, about 55 miles away. When I go to Winslow, that already puts me halfway to Flagstaff at 110 miles. There's a coyote running around up there. So when I have a dentist appointment, I go to Flagstaff, I get weed, I get some good food, Vietnamese food usually. I'll stop at Winslow Coffee House and get a nice espresso. Well, after I took care of my Flagstaff business this morning, I'm going to go back to Winslow and I'm going to check in with Tom. We had discussed taking a trip to Phoenix, but I never heard back from him, so I just didn't account for that. I got a dental appointment at 3:45. I made a wrong turn in Flagstaff, ended up on a route that crossed this gigantic park, and there were no exits. I mean, the only roads that came off of it for 100 miles were dirt roads. Couldn't get any signal on my phone, so I couldn't check out ways off of it. I couldn't tell if the road I eventually reached, where it went. I mean, it's got to go somewhere. I'm trying to go that way, so got on 87 north, and it did go where I needed to go. I was dead south of Winslow at that point, but almost 100 miles south. So now at this point, my 100-mile trip is another 200 miles almost. Too long. And I go to Winslow. I find Tom and he tells me a horrifying story of his current situation. I knew the whole thing stunk from the beginning. He's been put in a situation where he's an old man with medical issues and they want him to take care of a fucking dementia patient. This is an extended family. There are cousins, uncles, brothers, all sorts of people, and nobody wants to do this. So they're going to put Tom in a situation where he's required to take care of a dementia patient. You know, a guy who'll just put pots in the microwave. Meanwhile, because Tom is too nice, he's been buying this guy beer and cigarettes. There's no money in the house. They have to contact family members. Well, he can't get a signal on his phone in this neighborhood. The house was built over 100 years ago. It's a shoebox and it's falling apart. Not even a roof on it. They took the roof off and didn't put it back on in time for a rainstorm, and now the plaster's falling off the ceilings. They never got to move into a bedroom, so we got my friend staying in this shitty house with this old man he needs to watch 24/7. No bed, no bedroom, no fucking hot water in the showers. They've got all the roof stuff all scattered around the house, and they said, oh, you should clean that up. Like, no, you fucking tell them they need to hire somebody to clean that up. Your physical condition, you weren't hired to be a laborer. And on top of all of this shit, they want him to pay rent. So he has to pay rent. He can't even make a doctor's appointment because he can't leave this guy alone. It's an insane situation. It makes me really mad. I spent about 25 minutes talking to him. I wanted to take him to breakfast. He couldn't go because he can't leave this old man unattended. Fully being exploited. Man, won't stand up for himself. He says he's going to draw this line or draw that line. He's not good at drawing lines. If he can give of himself, he'll give until he's dead. So at this point, I got a dental appointment in less than 3 hours, and I am so mad. I get right back on the highway. The next thing I know, I'm in Holbrook, and I realize it's Tuesday and I have a dental appointment 30 miles back the way I came. So the whole point of this day was to go get my teeth checked out, and I did everything but that. I had to reschedule that for later. Luckily, I'm not in pain. It was a checkup, but 300 and some miles on a truck, used a whole tank of gas, got a bunch of bad news from somebody. least in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be nice and stoned.